Welcome to your weekly all signs reading. This is going to be the person, no, not the person on your mind, who's thinking about you. So we're gonna go through all the signs and look into who's thinking about you, why they're thinking about you, and etc. etc. This is gonna be general, you guys. It's not going to resonate with all of you. You can always book a private reading with me through my website, which is linked down below in the description box. And if you do book between now and December 25th, like if you actually book the reading, not if like the reading date is after December 25th, that's fine. But if you book by December 25th, you will be entered to win a free mini reading for the year ahead. And I will be announcing the winner on December 26th. I'm going to post it on my TikTok story, and I'll also be emailing whoever it is. So if you have booked a reading with me, I think I announced the contest on December 7th. So if you booked between December 7th and 26th, I might just say anyone who booked in December. So everyone who booked from the 1st to the 25th, will be entered. So check out your email if you did book a private reading with me this month. Okay. What else? I think that's it for announcements. So let's get into it. Let me get Aries timestamp and then we're going to start. I almost forgot. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna have a better system for the sign here, but hi everybody, welcome. Okay, let's get into it. We'll see who is thinking about my Aries collective. Who is currently thinking about Aries this weekend? Who is currently thinking about Aries this weekend, please? Someone who is heartbroken over you, Aries. Okay, we have the Three of Swords here. 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Okay, Aries. So I'm definitely seeing that there's somebody here. Sorry, guys, there's like glitter or something stuck on my table. I'm definitely seeing somebody here who's feeling heartbroken over you this weekend, Aries. Somebody is stressed out. You know, they're not doing too good here. They're definitely carrying some sort of emotional burden regarding you. This could be somebody that you've recently had an ending with, Aries. Why are they thinking about you? Tell me more about this person's energy towards Aries. So Aries, somebody's trying to make a decision here. I'm going to clarify these cards. Let me get everything out first. What's this person's, or what's the overall energy between you guys? The Queen of Cups. Okay. How do you see them? The Judgment card. Someone may have some regrets here, Aries. I feel like, you know, with this energy here, somebody may have made a decision in the past, in the recent past here, Aries, that they regret. And they're going back and forth in their mind about this. They could be, you know, feeling, like I said, feeling sad or feeling upset about making a decision. There's definitely an emotional connection here. Now, they're seeing you as the Knight of Wands. So, you know, you may have, okay, let me get the feelings, but I feel as if, you know, somebody's seeing you as moving on very quickly from them, Aries. Like you've moved on. You haven't quite moved on as quick as they think you have. But in this person's mind, you know, they're feeling as if you... So somebody here has very strong feelings for you, Aries. And it appears that they think that you have moved on from this, okay? Like I said, we are going to clarify these cards, but... somebody, it looks like Aries, somebody's really wanting to come back around and try to fix something with you here. Now with this energy, it feels like there's been a breakup, Aries. It feels like there's been a breakup and somebody regrets this. And it feels like they're wanting to come back around, okay? What's their next action here? Or what's their intention? To wait for the right time and the outcome. Yeah, someone is wanting to come back around. Okay, so let's start to clarify. But all I'm seeing here, Aries, so far is that somebody's feeling really upset. It could be that, you know, they've done something here that you've judged them very, very harshly on. And they know, they definitely are aware that they messed up here, Aries. This person, you know, they're not stupid. And it looks like they may have made a decision, like I said, that they regret, okay? Yeah, they're definitely overthinking it, but now somebody is like wanting a second chance with you. It looks like somebody has commitment on their mind here as well. Now, Aries, this person, you know, they're realizing in your absence, or like based on whatever this decision that they made, they've come to this realization in their own energy, or again, like in your absence, that they really miss you and that they really messed something up here. Now, with the Hanged Man being in your feelings, you're definitely looking at this from a different perspective, okay? You see someone different now based on something that they did, okay? It's almost like you know this person's going to come back, but you're seeing them in a different light now. You may not fully trust this person anymore. So let's clarify. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Yeah, they want to come back. Somebody's thinking about something they did in the past now. Aries, this could be something in the recent past, or this could be something like even longer ago. This could be somebody that you have history with from a long time ago. Okay. We do have Gemini, Pisces, and Sagittarius energy showing up here, but somebody's really, really reflecting on the past now. It feels like they're trying to heal from something, but they're unable to get their head out of, or get their mind out of, you know, the past here, and they're very upset. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. What are they trying to decide? Yeah, they're mentally overwhelmed here. So they're in their mind. They're in their mind. They've been going back and forth constantly over a situation. They're unable to come to a conclusion here. Tell me about this Judgment card for how you see them. So you're not happy either with the situation. It appears, Aries, that you're just, you know, I don't necessarily feel like you're tired of this person per se, and what maybe you are, maybe it's a pattern that you're recognizing in someone here, that you're really tired of like dealing with this situation. So whether you're tired of dealing with this situation with this person, like repeatedly over and over, or whether you're tired of just dealing with this situation in different people, it looks like you're just over it. Like you almost like kind of, it almost seems like you weren't surprised by how something turned out, because you're recognizing this pattern. You're recognizing that somebody keeps doing the same thing over and over, or that you keep like finding yourself faced with the same situation over and over with different people here. But there is something that this person has triggered in you, Aries, some sort of like rejection or insecurity here. And you're definitely looking at them differently. And I do feel like you're judging this person heavily for something that they did. You feel like this person fumbled you. You feel like they absolutely missed out on an opportunity with you. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Why do they see you as the Knight of Wands? Somebody here, Aries, may have, like I said, made a decision to to go off. I feel like, you know, they may have had an opportunity to be in a commitment with you, and they decided here to go off and explore their options. They weren't done exploring here, or there was just some sort of like energy surrounding, you know, there was a commitment offered, and this person, they were like, no, I'm not ready yet. And now that they realize that they've kind of gone out and seen what's out there, it feels like they really regret what they decided here. Now with the Queen of Cups being the overall energy between you, yeah, there's definitely a strong emotional connection here. You're both very sensitive people, Aries, even if it's not, even if it doesn't seem so on the surface. Deep down, you're both very sensitive. So tell me about the Hanged Man. I feel like there's an element of like you guys being deeply understood and emotionally understood. Now, with the like by one another, but then whatever this person did or decided, Aries, it made you see them, like I said, see them in a different light. All of that energy of like you feeling understood seems to have changed. It's like you've gotten clarity on where this person's priorities were, because now they wanted to go off and be independent. All right, so with the Six of Swords showing up in your feelings, you know, yes, at first you may have been upset about this, and I still feel like you might still be upset. However, you've kind of ultimately decided that you want to move on now from this. Tell me about the Lovers and their feelings. The Ace of Wands. So like I said, they're having this sudden, you know, epiphany and realization that they want to come in. This Knight of Cups fell on the floor too. So it's like somebody really wants to come in and apologize to you. They're wanting a new beginning. So what's interesting is in like the outcome here, or in their next actions, we have the Ace of Cups, and in their feelings, we have the Ace of Wands, which is clarifying the Lovers, right? Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and Page of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Cups. Someone wants to come in and apologize, or like restart something with you. Yeah, Judgment. They want to come back. Someone's ready to admit that they were wrong, Aries, or someone's wanting to admit to you that they're wrong. But it feels like they're still acting distant here. So in their intentions, we have the Three of Wands, which is telling me that, you know, they intend to keep a distance for now. So they may not be coming in. They're waiting for the right time. So, you know, Aries, we are very close to, like, we are in the holiday season. They could be waiting until the holiday season is over to have this conversation. They may not want to bring this all up during this time, because it feels, you know, kind of just like not a good time to bring this heavy information up. But it does look like somebody wants to extend an apology or an offer to you here. Tell me about the Three of Wands, the Page of Swords. They're watching you, Aries, and they're waiting for the perfect, like I said, they're waiting for the perfect opportunity. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I mean, you've got three aces here on this person's side, that they're wanting to come back in and start something new with you. Yeah, they want to come back in. But again, they're waiting for, you know, they're looking for a sign. And they're not looking for like a direct sign from you, but they're more or less like watching to see how you're doing. Okay, it's like this person almost wants to know if there even is a point coming back. Have you moved on? Because if they get this sense that you've moved on, they may not actually come back around. Okay, Aries, so that's what I have for you. Like I said, we have Gemini here, we have Sagittarius, and we have Pisces. What's this person's hidden truth, please? I'm so attracted to you. I need security, and you don't know how hard it was to let you go. On the bottom of the deck, it also said, I don't know what you want. Okay. Next up is Taurus. I'm just going to grab a drink. All right, let me get your timestamp, Taurus. All right, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Who is currently thinking about Taurus, please? Who is currently thinking about Taurus? Somebody you may have recently had an ending with. Taurus could be dealing with a Scorpio. Tell me more, please. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to take the Six of Pentacles. Somebody may have been giving to another situation here. You may have ended something recently, Taurus, with somebody because they were giving these player tendencies to you. They were showing up as somebody who is spreading their attention too thin here. Okay, tell me more. What's the overall energy? The Hanged Man. So the overall energy between you is that you're both looking at this connection from a different perspective. So Taurus, it appears the player that you've cut off here is thinking about you. The one who is giving to another situation. Now, you know what's interesting too is like the Death card did technically come out in reverse. So I feel like somebody did not want something to end between you. Somebody's upset that you've cut them off here. How do you see this person? The Two of Cups. So you see this person, Taurus, as somebody who you thought you two would make a good team here, right? I think when you met this person, Taurus, you kind of saw that they had these sort of not necessarily player tendencies, but you saw that they were entertaining other options. But, you know, maybe you were too. Sometimes, you know, when you're dating, you're seeing multiple people, but when you find that one person that you really like, you know, right? So you may have like felt this way about this person and you may have cut off your other options and just kind of assumed that this person would. However, they didn't. Now they see you as the Eight of Swords. So you've definitely like blocked off their energy. So whether you have like physically blocked their energy, Taurus, or you've just, you know, energetically blocked them, like you restricted their access to you in some way. How do you feel? Knight of Cups in reverse. Like this can't go anywhere emotionally. You don't feel like this could go anywhere emotionally or romantically. Okay, what are their feelings? The King of Swords. What is their intention? We're going to clarify all of these. The Four of Wands. And their next action. Their next action towards Taurus. So Taurus, somebody is going to come in with communication here. The Sun on the bottom of the deck. So it appears that there's some sort of clarity coming in, perhaps a conversation from someone here, Taurus. There may be a discussion surrounding commitment here. There may be some sort of truth coming out. And I feel like, you know, there's the air is being cleared between you guys and the lines of communication are going to open up here. Tell me about the Death card. Excuse me, Taurus. The Hanged Man. So yeah, somebody, since you've walked away, Taurus, is beginning to see this connection from a different perspective. Somebody may have been non-committal in the past, but going into their intentions here with the Four of Wands, Taurus, it looks like this person may be actually considering settling down. It looks like someone may actually be considering, you know, choosing this stable connection here rather than choosing this, like giving to multiple options here. Someone's waiting for you. It feels like someone also thought here, Taurus, that you may come back to them. We have Pisces and Scorpio energies as the main energies showing up here. Tell me about the Hangman. The energy between you, the King of Wands, and clarifying the Hangman. So, you know, you're both having a powerful shift of perspective. So where you may have had this shift of perspective, Taurus, that you no longer want to entertain someone who's entertaining multiple options, it appears that this person's having a perspective shift regarding what they truly want. And if they want to continue, like I said, to entertain multiple options, because again, going back to their intention, we have this Four of Wands. So this is telling me that they're now seeking something more stable. They may have not realized that you would walk away so quickly. I think this person likes you, Taurus. I think that they just maybe didn't realize that they would lose you so quickly, okay? They thought they had more time to be unserious. They thought they had more time to plan, but it appears, Taurus, that you're just like, if you're not serious now, if we're not already on the same page now, then I'm not going to wait for you to get on the same page as me, right? And you seem to have thought here that you two were on the same page. But then you kind of realize that, like, you know, this person, they're showing up as a little immature for you. Yeah, you were very focused on commitment. You saw this person as someone you could be with for the long term. But then the more you got to know them, you thought the relationship would be growing and advancing as you guys would go out. So, you know what I'm feeling from this, Taurus, is that, you know, maybe you had gone out on like a few dates with this person. And then by date number 4, you know, you're already pretty sure, you're like, okay, so you guys saw each other once a week. And so it's now been a month since you've been seeing this person. And in your mind, you thought you were on the same page, that you two are only seeing each other. And then they may have brought up something about somebody else that they're entertaining, right? And so immediately you're just like not gonna give any second chances, because you realize that now you two are not on the same page here. So you've kind of gone cold towards somebody, Taurus. And I don't feel like you've totally cut someone off, but it's almost like you, like I said, you've like restricted access to them, or you've kind of like your energy has shifted here. And so they're feeling this restrictive energy coming from you. Tell me about the 8 of Swords. The Fool. It's like it felt very free to them in the beginning. And again, that's 6 of Pentacles. It's like they're wondering now if you've chosen a different path, if you've chosen someone else. The thing is here, though, Taurus, is I don't think you've necessarily communicated what you're feeling, what you're thinking to this person. You just kind of ultimately had the perspective shift and made the decision. And they're kind of caught in this state of confusion about what's going on between you. And it feels like they want to bring this up. Feels like they're gonna message you and be like, hey, Taurus, what happened? Like, we were talking every day before, and now you're just kind of like acting cold towards me. And so I do feel like there's a conversation coming in that's gonna clear the air. Tell me about the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Strength card. So although there's a lot of, you know, like I said, there's a lot of desire here, you have a lot of confidence in yourself, Taurus, and you know, I feel like you're someone who's done a lot of work on themselves, because clearly you can see right away if a relationship's going to evolve or not, and you chose to walk away and not entertain it. Okay, you made a very logical decision here. Tell me about the King of Swords for their feelings. They're definitely in their head about you, Taurus, but there is, yeah, so something about you, you know, I think you did the right thing, Taurus, because you walking away has made something click for them, you know? It's made them realize that, like, damn, if I gotta step up and offer Taurus something stable, then that's what I gotta do. They're literally coming towards you with a conversation about stability and commitment here. And it's like this person is actually balancing out their their logic and their emotions quite well here. The only question is, are they really going to stop giving to these other situations? But, with this conversation that's coming up for you guys, I feel like you're going to have some sort of clarity through that. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Their intentions are the Four of Wands, which is a card of, stability, marriage, commitment. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles clarifying that. Ten of Pentacles is also a card of like marriage, family, stability, commitment. So it looks like somebody's realizing that, if they really want you, Taurus, which it appears that they do, they've really thought this through. They've really thought this through. It looks like they're going to stop entertaining other situations. They want another chance with you, Taurus. Tell me about this Ace of Swords. Tell me about this conversation. Yeah, conversation, Two of Cups clarifying the Ace of Swords. The conversation is about partnership. The conversation is about alignment of two people. The conversation is about a union. So it looks like somebody's going to come in and want to have this discussion with you, Taurus. And so, this relationship may lead to the commitment you were seeing in the beginning after all. It just may not, happen the way that you assumed it would. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. We have Pisces, Gemini, Taurus, Leo here, and Scorpio. Hidden truth, please, for my Taurus collective. Hidden truth for my Taurus collective. Okay, we have, I know I messed everything up. I knew exactly what I was doing. I feel so happy with you. I want to start over on the bottom of the deck. It does look like this person's going to come towards you, Taurus, with some sort of truth and accountability here. You may have misread this person, but they knew what they were doing. Next up is Gemini. Let me get your time stamp. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The person on Gemini's mind, please. Or sorry, who's thinking about Gemini? Almost forgot what topic I was doing, you guys. Who's thinking about Gemini, please? Somebody's got feelings for you. Could be a new person in your life here, Gemini. Tell me more. Somebody's overthinking their feelings for you. What's the overall energy between you and this person? Four of Wands. How do you see them? The Six of Wands. How do they see you? The Knight of Cups. What are your feelings? We have the Page of Cups. And in their feelings, we have the Ace of Wands. What is their intention here? Oh, damn, Gemini. The Seven of Swords. And what's their next action? Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. This Ace of Wands also came out in reverse. And all right, give me a second, you guys. King of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. All right, Gemini. So, a bit of a complicated situation here. If I could name this reading, I would name this It's Complicated. So, there's somebody here who has feelings for you. But, you know, they feel like they're having to hold this side of the back. They're feeling like they have to hold their feelings back for some reason. There's a lot of restricted emotion or like emotional restraint here, Gemini, which is interesting because the energy between you is the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is talking about there being a level of stability and commitment between you. So, you know, this doesn't necessarily mean that you and this person are in a commitment, but you're both kind of viewing each other as somebody in, you know, in each other's life as like a stable person, a stable energy in each other's lives. So you obviously like have some sort of connection here, Gemini. Now, the way you see them is the Six of Wands. You are very impressed by this person. Okay, you see this person is, maybe they're in the public eye in some way, Gemini. They definitely are receiving some sort of recognition, or maybe you're recognizing something in this person. Okay, and they see you as the Knight of Cups. So there's definitely like on this person's side, Gemini, I'm seeing like a lot of emotions showing up, a lot of romantic feelings. However, in their feelings, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So again, it's like there's also like a lot of sexual desire here. However, they're feeling like they have to repress like and keep themselves restrained here. Okay, and in your feelings, we have the Page of Cups. So, you know, I do feel like your energy towards them or your like feelings towards them, like there's emotion here on both sides, but yours is showing up a little bit more lighthearted, whereas, you know, they're showing up with like a little bit more of a deeper emotional pull here. Now, with the Seven of Swords being in their intentions, again, the way that I'm seeing this is I don't see the Seven of Swords as necessarily a deception. I'm seeing it as more of them hiding this strong emotion that they have for you. For some reason, they feel like they have to hide it. And we have the Three of Cups here. So this could be due to the fact that maybe Gemini, you could be involved with someone else. So this could be somebody who really likes you, but you're involved with someone else. So they're feeling like they have to hold their emotions back here, okay? But somebody still wants to be in your life, Gemini. So somebody's willing to, you know, this could be a friend of yours who has strong feelings for you. Okay, let's clarify. Tell me about the Ace of Cups, please. The Ace of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So Gemini, someone's feelings for you are actually going much deeper than you are aware of. Somebody is, the more they hold their feelings back and restrain them, the stronger these feelings are growing for you, Gemini. Tell me about this Eight of Swords energy, please. So someone's realizing that they just, you know, again, there's this emotional restraint, but then there's also this realization that they have to move on from this, that they have to let this go. That, again, maybe this energy can't go anywhere. Okay, so whether you know, again, for some of you, Gemini, you could be, your emotions could be somewhere else, and that's why this person feels like, why would they even bother expressing this emotion, but they really want to. There's someone here who really, really wants to express their emotion to you. But they're feeling like it's better for them to either, you know, move on completely from this, or like, you know, just give himself a chance to like move to calmer waters here. I do feel like they're trying to kill this desire that they have for you. Tell me about the Four of Wands, the energy between you. The Strength card. I see here, Gemini, that there is definitely a pull between you and this person, but you're both maintaining your self-control here. With the Strength card, you know, this talks about a lot of physical attraction as well, and there being like a desire, but like a desire that has to be tamed, a desire that has to be controlled right now. Tell me about the Six of Wands for how you see them. Tell me about the Six of Wands for how you see them. The Nine of Cups. So you're also seeing this person is someone who's very emotionally independent, Gemini. So this is kind of telling me that you may not even realize like how strongly this person feels for you, because you see this like, and they are, I'm not saying they're not emotionally independent, but right now their feelings for you are very apparent. Maybe not to you, but that just means they're doing a good job of hiding it, which is exactly what they want with this Seven of Swords energy. Tell me about the Knight of Cups for how they see you. They see you as the lovers. Damn, Gemini. They want your ass. They want your ass, but they see you giving to another situation. So absolutely there could be a third party involvement here. You know, they see you as giving to another situation. So somebody, you know, out of respect is trying not to intrude. So they're going to keep all of this to themselves. But they're definitely in their head about this whole thing, this whole complicated situation. Tell me about the Page of Cups and your feelings. I do see you also restraining your feelings. So Gemini, it looks like two people that have emotion for each other, but are both, you know, choosing to not act on it, not talk about it. But I do see you being a little bit overwhelmed and, you know, over analyzing this energy as well with the Four of Swords, but you're also choosing to retreat here. I also see that you're just wanting to kind of think everything through carefully before making a decision about something. There's definitely like kind of a flirty energy going back and forth between you and this person. Tell me about the Ace of Wands in reverse for their feelings. The Fool. Someone could feel like there's a false start here, Gemini. Someone may feel like there's this feeling, Gemini, of someone wanting to take a risk, take a leap of faith. So I do feel like, you know, this is what they're going in their head about is, should I say how I feel? Should I express this, or like, should I just hold it back? You know, they're trying to figure it out. So there's, again, a lot of this like repressed desire, repressed emotion, emotional restraint. And for some of you guys, this person may be wondering if they should have, you know, taken a risk earlier, because there's this energy of there being a false start. Tell me about the Seven of Swords for their intention. The Hanged Man. They're withholding. They're withholding all of this energy. Hermit on the bottom of the deck. I do see them wanting to withdraw, because, you know, there is this big secret here that they're fuck. Sorry, you guys. There's like a big secret here. But the thing is, they're not being honest with you to protect themselves and to protect you. Tell me about the Three of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Swords. So in their next action, I do see some sort of conversation happening between you. This person may bring up, I don't necessarily think they're going to confess their feelings to you, Gemini. but they may speak, there may be a conversation about the nature of the relationship between you, or about the friendship, or about something. Like, I don't know exactly what the conversation is about here, but I do feel like they're seeking some sort of clarity from you. Okay? The Devil. Someone doesn't want to interfere. However, they also like, they want to break free from this energy. Okay? So that's what I got. We have your energy here, Gemini. We have Leo. We have Pisces. Lots of water as well. Hidden truth from Gemini's person who's thinking about them. We don't share the same values. I have trouble with intimacy. I am not over you. On the bottom of the deck, finding out the truth crushed me. So this could be when someone found out that you're possibly giving to another situation. Again, it feels like someone maybe wished that they acted on something sooner. Okay. Next up is going to be Cancer. Where are we for the timestamp? All right, Cancer. The person who is thinking about Cancer right now, please. Who's thinking about Cancer? A Gemini. Gemini is showing up in everybody's reading today, apparently. Somebody new, Cancer. Somebody new could be thinking about you here. Someone sees a lot of potential in a connection with you. There's someone who's really excited about spending time with you, Cancer. What's the overall energy between Cancer and this person? The Five of Wands. Your overall energy towards them, or how you see them. How do you see this person, Cancer? You see them as the Three of Pentacles. How do they see you? As a Strength card. How do you feel, Cancer? The Empress. How do they feel? The Six of Pentacles. What is their intention towards you? The Page of Swords. And what is their next action? The Lovers. Okay. King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, Cancer. So I feel like, you know, this could be a new situation, Cancer, where you and somebody are getting to know each other, okay? So, you know, I am just curious as to what this Five of Wands energy is between you guys, because other than that, everything here is looking fairly positive. There could have been a disagreement or some sort of conflict, or this could represent the energy of competition. Cancer, it feels like, you know, you may have met this person through some sort of collaboration or teamwork. a project, a group project, possibly at work. Okay. For some of you guys, you know, this may have to do with some sort of competitive energy, or there's like a competition. You guys are teammates, it feels like. It feels, yeah, it strongly feels like there's some sort of element of you guys being on a team here. Now, the way you're seeing them is the Three of Pentacles. Again, this could be work related or related to, like I said, some sort of group project, or possibly you guys have like very similar hobbies or skills, and this is like something outside of work. But you're seeing them as somebody who, you know, you and them, you think you make a good team, and they also think you make a good team too. However, Cancer, you know, they're seeing you and them individually as making a good team. Whereas, you know, your energy you're seeing them as like being part of the team. You may have like pictured this person naked, Cancer, or you're wondering what they look like naked. Okay. They're seeing you as the Strength card. So they see you as someone who has a lot of self-control. They see you as someone who's very strong, very brave, Cancer. That you've possibly like been through a lot. Again, there feels like there's some sort of like competitive energy here. So I don't know if you guys are like on a sports team or on some sort of team, and there's this energy of like competition surrounding the connection. Or there could be, like I said, you know, you guys are maybe both feeling like you have to compete for the other person's attention. However, I don't see that, because it looks to me like you and them have each other's attention pretty damn strongly here. So your feelings towards them are the Empress. So, you know, you hold this person in very high regard, Cancer. You have them up on a pretty damn high pedestal here. And their feelings towards you are the Six of Pentacles, which is telling me that they really like the attention that they get from you, and they really enjoy giving you attention as well. Like they really enjoy the back and forth, the reciprocative energy between you guys, okay? With their intention, we have the Page of Swords. So I just feel like with the Page of Swords here is like they really want to get to know you more. For some of you guys, again, they're wanting to get you alone, Cancer. Like this person wants to get to know you on more of an individual level rather than, you know, being part of the group here. And their next action is the Lovers. So if you don't know this person likes you, Cancer, there's someone who's thinking about you. They're going to let you know. They're going to make some sort of decision to make this quite obvious to you this week if you don't already know. All right, tell me about the Fool. The Star. This was like love at first sight type of energy, Cancer. Someone's really having to like fight the urge to tell you, not that they're necessarily in love with you, but that they have very strong feelings for, like someone's really falling for you. Especially when they see you in your element, Cancer. If you guys are part of some creative group project, or like I said, part of a sports team or something, and you're really like living in that authentic version of you, and you're in the zone, and you're like in a creative element or some way, like maybe you guys are part of like a theater group or something, like this person really like they really admire your talent here. You're very inspiring to them. Tell me about the Two of Cups. They really want to get you alone, Cancer. If you haven't spent any time alone with this person. Okay. They're fantasizing about you two being together constantly, okay? This person's also wondering, Cancer, if they're like, you know, romanticizing the connection. They're wondering how you feel. They're wondering if they're seeing this clearly. Like, they're not even sure that they even see this situation clearly. They're, like I said, they're kind of wondering if they've just been blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Okay, tell me about the Five of Wands. What is this Five of Wands about? The Knight of Pentacles. So there's this energy of like, sorry you guys, I have to spray all my plants because you know like those little tiny gnat fly things that come from your plants, like they're just everywhere lately, and I don't know what plant they came from, but I've got to deal with it. It's driving me freaking crazy. Anyway, sorry you guys. So you know, this person, the energy between you guys is moving very slowly. Okay, I feel like you're both being very cautious, especially considering there's some sort of teamwork energy or team element or like collaboration energy going on here between you and this person. So there's this energy of you guys both being kind of like really cautious towards each other or towards the situation, because there seems to be some sort of significance or importance regarding a team and the team working, and neither of you want to make it weird or awkward. You're really wanting this like team energy to be able to shine here, okay? Because again, there feels like a competition. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles for how you see them. So you actually like this person as well, but you're both like playing it safe right now. You're playing it cool. You're keeping yourselves controlled here. And you know, that kind of goes with the Strength card, where they're seeing you as a Strength card. So they're seeing you as being very controlled here. You could be like the captain of a team, Cancer. Somebody has a lot of respect for you. They see you as very controlled, very disciplined. They see you as a leader. Okay. So again, like, I don't know if you have like, maybe you're overseeing a team, Cancer, or you're like, I don't know what this is. You're the boss though. It looks like you're the boss. Now, what's also interesting about this reading, Cancer, is we've now got the Emperor and the Empress here. Your feelings for them are the Empress, and they see you as the Emperor. So this actually does appear to be somewhat of a like divine union. There's definitely a lot of potential here for you and this person to end up together and to end up in like a long term, like the Emperor and the Empress are like husband-wife energy, hands down, okay? But I feel like you're both waiting for the right time. You're both wanting to wait. Okay, your feelings, we have the Page of Cups clarifying the Empress. You know, Ace of Wands is here as well. So I can see that there's a strong desire here, but out of respect for the group or the project or the team or whatever, I do feel like you're just trying to keep things kind of professional right now. It's funny because we also have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Wands, but I'm telling you, everybody in the group can sense the sexual tension between you and this person, Cancer. I do feel like you may be very subtly flirting with someone here. But again, out of respect for the creative process, the team, the group, you're both being extremely cautious. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles in their feelings. They feel you're someone who's very generous. Now we also have the 10 of Wands here. So with the 10 of Wands here, Cancer, like someone is definitely stressing about whether they should make a move or not. Someone really wants to explore the connection, but again, they don't feel like this is the right time. The Two of Wands is here as well, so there's something about the timing of things. And like I said, if you guys are in some sort of competition or it's like a crucial time within like a group or team dynamic, then they're not really wanting to take the risk or take the chance quite yet. Yeah, they want to know more about you, but not in a confrontational way. Cancer, this person may be watching you on social media. They may be looking you up. They may be doing research. If you have things about you on the internet, this person is probably already found these things, okay? They're learning more about you, but behind the scenes. They're learning more about you, but in the background, Cancer. Tell me about the Lovers for their next action. They're going to do something to make it very obvious about their feelings. 10 of Swords. They want this tension to be over. They want this difficult energy to end. The Queen, yeah, there is a lot of sexual tension here. And also interesting, Cancer, we got the King and the Queen of Wands showing up in this reading for you. So you've got two couples here. You've got this power couple of the King and the Queen of Wands. Very magnetic energy drawing you in this person. And then you've got like the Emperor and the Empress, which is, again, divine union here. Somebody's going to make a move. It's going to be quite obvious, okay? Somebody, you know, they may do something very flirty in a physical sense. So this person, like, may start being more physical with you. They may be, like, you know, touching your arm or, like, give you a hug or like, you know, it doesn't have to be like inappropriate or anything, because again, they're just wanting to break that sexual tension. So they're going to show you. They may dress a little bit different the next time you see them. They may dress a little bit more sexy or something, or dress to like impress you in some way, Cancer, or like, you know, do their hair different, change their style up. There's something about the way that they look, or them wanting to like show off something to you. Like there's a show off kind of energy here, especially with this 6 of Wands on the bottom of the deck as well. It's like they are wanting to do something to try to show off to you or impress you or show you that it's like they're making the decision this weekend to show you, okay? So for example, say some of you guys are like in a theater group and you're doing like a play for the holidays, and the holidays is almost over, right? So maybe you're having like your last show this weekend. After that last show, this person is going to make a move on you, Cancer. They're absolutely going to make a move on you. So that's what I got. We have Aries, Gemini, Aquarius, and Leo, Taurus and Libra here as well. What is this person's hidden truth, please? I couldn't let you get close to me. Ah! Okay. I am waiting patiently. I hide my feelings. You came closer than anyone. Waiting patiently to make their move. This person's gonna pounce on your ass, Cancer. They are waiting. They're just waiting for that right time. Okay, then we have Leo here next. All right. All right, Leo. Who's thinking about Leo, please? Thank you guys so much for hitting the like button. It's much appreciated. Who's thinking about Leo? Someone's definitely overthinking a situation between you and them. Tell me more, please. 6 of Cups. Someone's wanting to come back. So there's somebody from your past here who's thinking about either reconciling with you, Leo, but they're overanalyzing the situation. Let's see. What's the overall energy between you? Ten of Wands and the Star. How do you see them? 4 of Cups. You're not so much into this, Leo. How do they see you? Seven of Pentacles. Your feelings towards this person. The Sun. Their feelings towards you. The Lovers. Their intention towards you, Leo. 3 of Swords and their next action. The Knight of Swords. Okay. Tower on the bottom of the deck. Damn, Leo. Give me a second here. All definitely someone who's you and this person seem to, I don't know if you're like in a separation or you guys just like are not communicating on a daily basis here, but there's definitely an energy of someone who's you've been retreated from, like you haven't seen this person in a while, because there's this energy of them wanting to reconcile with you or wanting to like reach out or get in back into contact with you. We have Gemini, Aquarius, and Leo energy showing up here. The overall energy between you is the 10 of Wands and the Star card. So with this energy, Leo, I definitely say that like someone's feeling like you know, you guys could be seeing each other as, you know, you may have at one point seen each other as a wish fulfillment or even like, you know, potential soulmate here. However, both of you seem to be dealing with some heavy burdens in life right now or some sort of like stressful situation. Okay, you guys may have gone your own separate ways. And your energy towards them, we have the 4 of Cups. So you right now, you are rejecting this situation. Okay, you're not really trying to make anything happen here between you and whoever is thinking about you here. And you have your mind pretty set on that. I mean, this flipped out while I was shuffling the King of Swords and the 4 of Cups again. So you seem to have your mind pretty set on the fact that you are not wanting to accept anything from this person at this time. You're not wanting to accept any offers from them. The way that they see you is the 7 of Pentacles. So they're seeing you through the lens of reflection right now, Leo. They're seeing you as, you know, again, if this is someone from your past, like this is someone who's been reflecting on, you know, the past with you, especially with that 6 of Cups here. They're reflecting on the energy that was between you in the past, okay? With your feelings towards them being the Sun, I don't feel like there's like necessarily bad blood or anything between you guys. Like, you know, this could be someone that you dated in the past and you're still friends, or again, this could be someone that you've had history with, but maybe you just don't talk so much anymore, Leo. But, you know, I definitely feel like you have warm, positive feelings towards them. But again, it seems like you and this person are both kind of taking on some rather stressful situations in your life right now. Or like I said, maybe life just kind of got in the way and you two are like not necessarily in contact at this time. But there's someone, you know, it's the holidays. Sometimes people start thinking about past partners during the holidays as well. We have the Lovers and their feelings. So I definitely see there's very positive feelings towards you by this person. So yeah, for some of you, I do believe this could be an ex who's thinking about you. In their intention, we have the 3 of Swords. So I feel like the nature of their thoughts towards you, Leo, is really more of something to do with them trying to heal. Okay, I don't necessarily see that they're fully wanting to reconcile with you. There is a part of them here that seems like they want to reach out, but you know, it may be to sort of clear the air about something or to get some sort of clarity. With the Knight of Swords in their next action, I do feel like there could be the possibility of a very unexpected or impulsive message coming in from them, but I don't think they're wanting to necessarily get back together with you. It just feels like they're wanting to possibly, like, they might just message you out of the blue and ask you how you're doing. Okay, tell me about the 4 of Swords. Someone's like really got you on their mind though. Why are they overthinking? Yeah, I definitely could be dealing with an Aquarius. Got Aquarius energy out twice here, Leo. Somebody at one point saw you as their soulmate. Somebody may have believed at one point, Leo, that you and them were like twin flames, okay? I don't think they believe that anymore. Somebody was once very blind to the situation, but they see clearly. They see something clearly now. You have the 2 of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So it's like they've cut through the bullshit. There's something coming up for this person. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're seeking therapy, or maybe they're like going through a phase in their healing where it's bringing things up from the past. Tell me about the 6 of Cups. What are they like? What is this past situation that they're so focused on? The 2 of Cups. So if you were in a relationship with this person, Leo, they're doing, like I said, with the 7 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups, this person's doing a ton of reflecting on the relationship between you guys. Tell me about the 4 of Cups for your Yeah. It looks like you may be in your head about this person as well, but you're just not wanting to, like, again, you don't have any negative feelings towards this person. You just don't want to deal with them right now. Like I said, you might have your own stuff going on, Leo. You're not wanting any type of confrontational energy between you and them. It looks like they could be coming in with a bit of a confrontational energy here. But I don't think they want any problems per se. Someone may feel as if in order for them to heal or get some type of closure here, Leo, that they need to say something to you, or they need to ask you something. They need to hear the truth from you is what I'm getting. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles, please. Hold on, you guys. Card went flying. Oh my gosh, it's so dark outside. Like, what time is it? It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you guys. It's so dark out. Okay, we have the strength card here. So, yeah, so somebody is really, like, I feel like, yeah, Leo, I feel like somebody's trying to heal from something. They're trying to heal from something. Whatever they're doing is, like, bringing things up, okay? And they're really wanting to overcome something here. So somebody may reach out to you again to like confront you about something, but it's like they're trying to build up the strength to do this. They want to make sure that they're ready to say what they need to say so that they don't come in with this flighty energy. Tell me about the Sun for your feelings. Why are all your cards going flying today? I feel like you've kind of moved on from this person, Leo. You've moved on. Again, you've gotten your clarity. Like, you've seen what you need to see. You know what you need to know. You're pretty, like, set in your mind. But remember, Leo, there's, you know, your version of the truth. There's their version of the truth, right? There's the combined version of the truth. But, you know, you're very set in your truth about, and you know, your truth is based on your experience. Their truth is going to be based on their experience. Tell me about the Lovers for their feelings. So somebody is still caught up. Somebody's definitely still caught up in their feelings right now. The Lovers, clarifying the Lovers. Yeah, someone's definitely going back in. So this could be someone that you have history with from a long time ago, Leo, that, again, they may just be going into a deeper layer of their healing here. Because like I said, I do feel like there is this energy of them kind of wanting to come back in and make peace with the situation. Yeah, we have the Judgment card here. So for some of you guys, there is the energy here of someone, you know, wanting a reconciliation with you. Tell me about the Three of Swords for their intention, please. Yeah, I really feel like this person's just wanting some sort of clarity from you. So, you know, I am getting two kind of different situations here. For some of you, somebody wants clarity so they can continue their healing journey, Leo. And for others of you, someone actually does want to reconcile here. Someone's still in love with you, Leo. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. What is this confrontational energy that they're coming in with? The King of Pentacles. So yeah, Leo, some of you guys, this person is wanting to come back and speak about the commitment, okay? And again, there's the other storyline here. Some of you guys, somebody just needs closure. Yeah. This may come as a shock to you, this person reaching out. But then there's also this Queen of Swords energy here, which is like, somebody's really wanting to detach from the situation. So again, there just seems to be some sort of closure that they need. It's like they want to say something to you so bad. So that's what I got. We have Sagittarius here, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo. Cancer is here as well. Scorpio on the bottom of the deck. What's this person's hidden truth, please? They hide their feelings. They're waiting patiently. It's time for me to heal now. Yeah, so somebody's just on their healing journey here, Leo. Up next is going to be Virgo. Let me just grab a drink. Virgo's timestamp. I'm going to put the timestamps after the video, you guys. So just be patient. I'm just going to take a quick breather here as well. Maybe like 30 seconds. Virgo. Who's thinking about Virgo, please? Who is currently thinking about Virgo? A Gemini, possibly? Or somebody here who has very fond emotions towards you. Somebody could be falling for you here, Virgo. Tell me more, please. Okay, so somebody has strong feelings for you, but they're very calm. Like, I feel like they're very calm. They're not like crazy in love. This is like a calm in love type of feeling. Or somebody's like slowly, gradually becoming more aware of their feelings for you, Virgo. What's the overall energy between you guys? The Judgment card. This seems to be some sort of divine union. You see them as the Magician and the Star. Okay, how do they see you? They see you as the King of Swords. What are your feelings, Virgo? The Four of Swords. What are their feelings? The Tower. What's their intentions? Wow, the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And what is this person's next action towards Virgo? The High Priestess. All right, Virgo, we have the Empress on the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, first, you could possibly be dealing with someone who is this sign or who has these placements. Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Aquarius is here. So there is someone who has quite deep feelings for you here. Now I can see that with the Lovers, they're trying, okay, so someone's trying to approach this situation very calmly, very cool and collected. Now, remember when I said they're like calm in love? I may have to take that back, especially with the Tower showing up in their feelings here, Virgo. Somebody may be actually quite shocked at their feelings towards you. Somebody may be actually having very big feelings towards you. However, they're trying to play it off on the surface here, like they're very calm. And this kind of makes sense with their next actions energy, because we have the High Priestess here, which is telling me that they're wanting to keep all of this a secret from you. Okay, and it's interesting because in their intention, we have these big feelings here with the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. It's like somebody really wants the connection to grow on an emotional level, but they're really wanting it to happen organically. They don't want to have this big love confession, and they don't want it to feel forced. So this kind of makes sense why this Six of Swords is showing up here as well, because it's like they're just wanting the connection to gradually turn into something. You know, there's already an element here of you both feeling like something was meant to be. With the Judgment card, for some of you guys, you know, this could be a reconciliation energy, although I'm feeling like this Judgment card is more of the energy of like something being divinely guided here, Virgo. Now, the way that you see them is the Star and the Magician. So it's like you see this person as your wish fulfillment, your manifestation coming to life here. Okay, it's like everything you wanted in a person, Virgo, this person checks off all of your boxes, okay? And with the Empress being like on the bottom of the deck here, this is definitely telling me that you both are holding each other in very high regard. Now, they see you as the King of Swords, Virgo. So they're seeing you as someone who's highly intelligent, okay? You may be the top of your field in something, okay? You may have some sort of degree, or you may be like, I don't know, the King of Swords is usually like this very highly intelligent person, someone who could be very like highly educated as well, or you know, just a very intelligent person overall, intellectual person, okay? In your feelings, we have the Four of Swords. So I see you a little bit like overwhelmed by the connection. And you're definitely kind of in this energy of overthinking and overanalyzing the connection. And you're just wanting to like have some space before you can fully make a decision about something. But you're definitely in your head about it. Now, in their feelings, we have the Tower. Yeah, I'm really going to need to clarify these cards. But with the Tower here, I do feel like in their feelings are pretty out there for you, Virgo. They're feeling like their feelings are very strong. And they're just feeling this kind of chaotic energy in their emotions. And, you know, part of why it could feel like, excuse me, these feelings are so big is because they can't reveal them. They feel like they have to keep things hidden for some reason. There's this strong energy of them feeling like, you know, they can't tell you the truth, but there's definitely like an unspoken bond between you and this person. Okay. Tell me about the Lovers, please. Tell me about the Lovers and this person, who they are. Tell me about the Lovers, please. Oh, somebody's feeling like you may reject them. Somebody doesn't want their feelings to be rejected. This is why they're waiting, Virgo, for their energy to kind of calm down, because they're feeling right now like what they're feeling is too much, and it's overwhelming. Both of you guys are really overwhelmed in your emotion, which is interesting because it's almost like you're mirroring each other, but it's like a mirror in the dark, you know? It's like you're staring at the mirror in the dark, but you can't see your own reflection. So you don't even know what's going on with the other person, but essentially you're both feeling the same thing here. You know, it's just yours is more of a chaos in the mind, whereas theirs is kind of like this chaos affecting their entire existence, Virgo. Tell me about this Six of Swords, please. They're showing up very nonchalant here. You would never know the chaos that this person is feeling right now, Virgo. You would never know because they will not dare show it to you. They want to appear as if they're just gliding through life. Meanwhile, they are jumping out windows here on an emotional level. Like they're literally like, this person in their own privacy is very dramatic. But then in front of you and in front of other people, they're just like, you know, I'm just here. I'm just gliding through life. But there's like a lot of love here from this person. They may feel like they're too much, okay? They may feel like they're too much and that they don't want to scare you away with the intensity emotions right now. Tell me about the Judgment card. We have the Star. Damn, clarifying the Judgment card. All the more confirmation for me that this union feels very divine, Virgo. It feels very much in alignment. And it feels like something that's, this is a divine timing situation, Virgo. But there's this tension here with this person. There's definitely this energy of tension of them. They're like, you're both overthinking it. But the problem is, because you're both overthinking it, you're both held back. Whereas if you just allowed things to happen naturally, at the end of the day, if something's meant to be, Virgo, it's going to happen. And it's like what this person wants. They just kind of want things to happen naturally and organically. So, they just want to feel calm in order for that to happen. They don't want to be feeling all of this chaos energy. Now, you, for some reason, you're very overwhelmed and anxious about this. But it's just funny because you're like, you see this person is like, you're literally your manifestation on paper. Like, this person, from the way that they look, to their character, to their spiritual side, there's such an inspiration to you, and you really wanting to take action on this. You're very inspired by this person, Virgo. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe they're in the spotlight in some way. Maybe they are big on social media, or they're some sort of creator, or they're an artist. But whatever it is, like, there's something about this person, Virgo, that you find extremely inspiring. And again, with that Judgment card being in the energy between you, this totally feels like a fated and kind of like divine situation where, like, you two were brought together for a reason here. Tell me about the King of Swords for how they see you. The Temperance card. You could both be artists. This person feels, okay, so it's so strange because in your presence, Virgo, they feel very calm. They see you as a healer. They see you as someone who's very balanced emotionally, mentally, spiritually. So, like, you may not even see what this person sees in you. But you're both very spiritual, highly spiritual people here. And this person, again, like, you both are very inspiring to each other. They also seeing you as someone who has a lot of patience, okay? But you're very much living in your head. You're very much living in your head, Virgo. And when I say that, I just like you're ruled by Mercury. You could have a lot of air in your chart as well, but like being ruled by Mercury, you're Earth sign, Virgo, but you might as well be an air sign, like at that point, right? Because Mercury is very much about the mind. So, you're very much in that Mercury energy right now. You could also, I feel like I'm talking to a Virgo who may have like, we have Gemini here quite a bit, and we have Aquarius here quite a bit as well. So I feel like I'm talking to a Virgo that has a lot of air, specifically Gemini and Aquarius placements in their chart. And so, like this person, they may not know that you like them because you're so analytical and you're so logical and you're very much in your mind here. So, they don't necessarily see any physical signs that you like them. But there's this, like I said, there's this like unspoken bond between you and this person. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Why are you so overwhelmed, Virgo? You're wondering if you should put a boundary up or fight for this. Oh. Three of Cups. Is there a third party here, Virgo? Is there a third party? Tell me more. Tell me more about this Nine of Wands for Virgo. Page of Swords. You want to get to know them more. I feel like you've got a strong boundary up, Virgo, but slowly I see that you're going to be letting that guard down. So this could be like, this could be because in the past you were you were wounded. The Nine of Wands is a wounded healer energy. So this could be that you'll slowly let your guard down as you get to know them. And maybe this it's like a mental guard that you have. So it's like by staying in your mind and not really allowing yourself to get too much in your feelings. Because again, I don't see any cups here, especially well, I see cups over here in their intention, but I don't see any cups on your side. I don't see, they got the Lovers, but you don't have any like emotion here on your side. So I feel like you being this like in your head is more like of a defense mechanism for you. Tell me about the Tower. Yeah, they feel, the Judgment card twice, the Star card twice, the Lovers card twice. Holy shit. Star-crossed Lovers, Virgo. This is definitely an energy of like there being like there's so much spiritual and divine energy in here. Like we got the Star, we got the Temperance card, we got Judgment, the High Priestess. Like what is going on here? Quite literally, this connection has been divinely guided for both of you. But you're both very overwhelmed by it. And I could see why. I could absolutely see why. Because this type of energy, Virgo, I've been there. Like you don't even know what to do with this energy when it hits you. Because it tends to come on very strong and very quickly, okay? Now, in their intentions, we've got this King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So it does feel like, to me, this person's really wanting to express something to you emotionally, but they want to go about it the right way. This is someone who's very emotionally intelligent. Okay, they're very mature, emotionally mature. And, they want to express it in a way that will be received well by you. However, in their next action, we have the High Priestess. So I feel like they're staying silent for now. Like they're not ready to say anything quite yet, Virgo. Like someone is definitely not ready to say anything yet. Tell me about the High Priestess. They're keeping it to themselves for now, but it's weighing them down. It's weighing them down for some reason. Not for some reason. Like sometimes, holding in your emotion can be very tricky and weigh you down. But this thing is like, this shit's gonna hit the fan. They're gonna blurt it out eventually, Virgo. They're not gonna be able to hold it in for too long. They're really wanting to come forward and confess their feelings and hope. They're hoping the relationship can move forward and advance between you guys. So that's what I got. We got strong Sagittarius energy here, strong Gemini, strong Aquarius. We also have Scorpio and Pisces. Very strong Gemini. Taurus, Libra as well with the Empress card on the bottom of the deck. What's this person's hidden truth, please, for Virgo? They hide behind material things. Sometimes they stay awake thinking about you. They want you. We also have I'm starting to understand our connection on the bottom of the deck. I'm trying to give you guys a bit of a longer reading today just because of like the change in the content. Doing like the subscriber only videos and stuff, which if you guys did, I know like it's mostly on TikTok. It's on here as well, but like most of this feedback I'm getting is on TikTok. But if you are wondering about these changes I've made, just bear with me over the next few weeks. I'm going to be trying to figure out how exactly to execute this content because I know you guys do miss the general and love weekly readings. I'm trying to figure it out. So just bear with me. And of course, feedback and suggestions are always welcome because like I said, I'm trying to figure out a way that it can work for everybody here. So wow, that was long. I hope I'm writing this timestamp right. Is it 89 minutes? That wasn't... Yeah, because it was 79. Where am I, you guys? I don't know. It's really hard for me to do like really long lives because my brain starts going, but I'll figure out the timestamp thing after. Okay. All right. Libra is going to be next. All right, who's thinking about Libra? Who is thinking? Okay, I'm not taking all of those. Who's thinking about Libra? Oh, someone who's very physically attracted to you, Libra. Somebody's been like watching all of your videos or photos or things that you post online, Libra. Tell me more. You've really got somebody's attention here. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but you got somebody's attention big time here. Oh. Someone's watching you in secret. There's a friend who's got a secret crush on you, Libra. Okay? They're watching from the shadows. This is somebody you know. There's somebody who's like thinking very spicy thoughts about you, Libra. You're not aware at all who this person is. This is definitely like a friend of yours. For others of you, if you're like in a relationship, there's like a third party energy that's watching you. For some of you guys, you're dealing with somebody and there's a third party, and the third party is like watching you like a freaking hawk. What's the overall energy between you and this person? The Ace of Cups. It's positive energy between you and someone. For some of you guys, you have a friend here who's interfering with your connection. Because the Queen of Wands is like the mistress energy as well. Like this is like the other, you know, the other woman. So whatever, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's just like, you know, with this energy, the Seven of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, this speaks to me as somebody who is watching you secretly. And there, like I said, could be a third party situation going on here. How do you see this person, Libra? For some of you guys, you're dealing with somebody who's in a relationship. I'm surprised we got this far without getting this energy, okay? I was very happy with this reading, but, you know, it's bound to come up sooner or later. How does this person see you? You see this person as someone who's in a connection. This person could be in their own connection, and, you know, you and them, you're dealing with someone, they're dealing with someone, and your partner and them are dealing with each other. So this could be kind of a messy situation showing up here, Libra. How do they see you? How does this person see you? You could work with someone here, Three of Pentacles. Ah, these little stupid flies, man. I gotta spray all my plants with peroxide, like ASAP, because where the fuck are they coming from? Coming from one of my plants. How do you feel about this person, Libra? Okay, hold on. The Sun, the Ace of Wands. Getting a few different scenarios coming up for you guys. How do they feel? The Six of Swords. Okay, what's this person's intention, please? The Six of Cups, and what's the their next action? The World. Okay, so Libra, there could be somebody who you dealt with in the past who has not let you go as well. I'm getting like multiple scenarios showing up, so just bear with me. Take what resonates, please, and leave what doesn't. But, you know, there's that first scenario that I talked about, as well as there's somebody who you have history with here who feels like they have unfinished business with you, Libra, but they're in another connection and they're secretly watching you, okay? Now, you know, with this Ace of Cups energy, feels like something's not quite over between you and someone. You both still have feelings for each other here. You know this person's in another connection, and you could actually also be in another connection, Libra. So that's why it feels very sneaky, okay? Now, someone's definitely, I'm seeing that like when their partner goes to bed, they're scrolling through your Instagram, they're scrolling through your old photos they have of you, especially if you guys have history. They've got a hidden folder, okay? If you've ever sent this person any spicy photos, Libra, they, trust me, they are looking at them. They are looking at them more than you think that they are, okay? With the Sun and the Ace of Wands in your feelings, you definitely still have very like strong desire. Like if this person were to call you up and ask you to come over, Libra, like you might just go over for a hookup. I feel like there's a lot of like this kind of sexual energy between you and this person. They think you've moved on, okay? And we just see that Page of Swords, which is telling me, again, this person has not stopped watching you. Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is telling me that this is someone who's still very held on to you. And with the Six of Cups and their intentions, this is definitely a past energy, is someone that you have history with. The World card, I don't know. They feel like they need to come back one last time. They feel like they're not done with you. Somebody's still very curious about you. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups here. Damn, Libra, you really got somebody wanting to come back into your energy. Wow, I'm hearing someone wants to penetrate your energy. This is too spicy for me, you guys, like for a public video, okay? I'm a Capricorn Mars. I keep my spiciness reserved for, you know, I'm very private with the spicy things. So please don't make me talk about this stuff. All right, tell me about the Ace of Cups. You guys are, so you're both avoiding your feelings for each other is what I'm seeing here. This is someone you're not speaking to right now, Libra. I feel like if you do speak to each other, it's very short, brief conversations, but somebody really wants to come back in and make a move on you. Someone is definitely feeling very turned on by you lately, Libra. Tell me about the Four of Wands for how you see them. Yeah, you feel like, you know, the reason why you ignore your feelings for this person is because you see them as in a relationship. They are in a relationship, and yet they're obsessing over you. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. They see you as being distant, okay? But again, they're like thinking about the past. You and this person have been intimate together. They think about it a lot. And like I said, if you guys were the type to make videos or they have pictures, like I'm telling you, Libra, this person is obsessively watching that shit. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Obsessively watching this shit. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Thank you. King and Queen of Pentacles in their feelings. Somebody's not satisfied with their connection that they're in. They want your ass, Libra. They want your ass. And more than that. Maybe they quite literally want your ass. Oh, yeah. There's an impulsive message coming in from somebody here, Libra. I swear, they may send you a very spicy photo or a spicy message, or, you know, it's going to be very blunt and forward is what I'm getting, Libra. Tell me about their intention with the Six of Cups. They want to come back around, but they feel like you are very guarded. And I feel like you are too, you know, in your feelings, like you guys must have had great sex because like it's just all over. It's all over the reading. Okay. You might actually have a kid together too for some of you. You may still be in contact very briefly because you have a child together. You may have wanted to have this person's child, or may have wanted them to have your child. They may have a child with their new partner and things are not as, you know, exciting for them in the bedroom, and so they're fantasizing about you. Tell me about the World card. They want to come back in, but they're hesitating. So for now, they're going to continue to watch you. I don't see them necessarily coming back in right now, but they want to. Damn, Libra. What do we have here? Leo. Leo energy is here. Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. So fixed, strong fixed energy. Strong Leo, and specifically Leo. All right, hidden truth, please. It was their fault, but they blamed you. They can't get enough of you. Can't get enough of watching you. Their life is not as together as it seems. On the bottom of the deck, will you ever make things right? Scorpio is next. Thank you to everybody who has been hitting the like button. It's much appreciated. I'm going to take a quick little break before we move on. Aqua Diamond Wolf, hello. Yeah, I can't really see most of the comments, guys. I'm standing now so I can see. So if you're going to comment, if you want to say hello now. Anything while I'm sitting, I can't see the comments, but thank you guys. I appreciate you all who like the video, who hype up the video, even if you comment and I can't see them, and everyone who comments after. But yeah, I'm just going to take a quick little break. Yeah, hang in there. 3-3 manifestation. Just give me a moment. I'm also just going to turn, I know this still looks bright on the camera here, but I'm going to turn a light on. So give me a second. This is so dark in here. I'm so tired of like this gloomy ass winter. I just hate the light because it's behind me and then you can like see this whole shadow here. I wonder if it'll be better if I put this light over here on my ring light, if that makes it any better. Is there still a shadow? It's not so bad. Yeah, it looks actually much brighter on the camera than it does in real life because it's like very dark and gloomy outside. It's actually like so depressing. Okay, you guys, give me a second. Just take a breather and stretch my legs here. I will be right back. Give me 30 seconds. All right, Scorpio. Let's see who is thinking about Scorpio. Somebody who's very in and out of your life, Scorpio. Someone who's quite flaky here. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Tell me more. Why is this person thinking about Scorpio? Someone wants to, okay, there's a very fast moving energy here, Scorpio. Someone's really wanting to come in. So this could be someone who's in and out of your life. I'm picking up on some, you know, flighty, flaky kind of player energy. So if someone went quiet on you, looks like they're going to come back in. You're going to get a surprising message from someone here, Scorpio. It's like you're going to be very shocked to hear from this person. You never know what to expect with this person. What's the energy between you guys? 10 of Cups in reverse. There's a lack of fulfillment here. How do you see them? You're mentally conflicted over the situation. Okay, how do they see you? They think you're losing interest, and that's why they have to come back in to see if they can still get their foot in the door. How do you feel, Scorpio? You're very guarded against this person. How do they feel? They feel like you're guarded. Okay. What's their intention here? To try to come to some sort of compromise with you. It looks like they're going to try to play on your emotions here. I see a little bit of mind games showing up, Scorpio. A little bit of, this is a player energy. What's their next action? This is your classic player situation, and I think you've caught on to their game, Scorpio, because it looks like you've put up a boundary here. Their next action is to tell you that they don't want to let you go, but, you know, again, they're going to be showing up with the breadcrumb energy. They're giving you a whole lot of nothing here, Scorpio. They don't want to let you go, but they don't necessarily want to be consistent in your life either. Okay, because they're showing up, the energy surrounding this situation is showing up as very stagnant to me. It's like somebody, again, like they're non-committal here. They're in and out of your life. They're flaky. They're impulsive. They just, again, they act on impulse. We have this, okay, so let's go through this here with the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely a player energy showing up, and it feels like, you know, they just kind of come in and out of your life as they please, which is causing this situation to be very, like, unfulfilling to you. And you definitely feel like this person is, has a tendency to play with your head a little bit, play with your mind, okay? And again, with this Nine of Wands being in your feelings is telling me that you definitely have, like, set a boundary or put a guard up when it comes to this person. Now, because you've set this boundary, even if you didn't, like, say out loud a boundary to them, you've definitely set an energetic boundary here, which is like, you know, subconsciously they're feeling like, damn, has Scorpio lost interest in me? Is Scorpio done with me? Are they walking away from me? Are they dealing with someone else? Because they sensing here that you're losing interest. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which again is telling me that they feel like you are pushing them away, you know? And if you look at, like, these two cards together, it's so funny because it's like, here comes the Knight of Wands strolling back into your life. And you've definitely got this, you got your guard up here. Now, in their intention is, like, they want to come in and act as if, you know, you guys are on the same team, act as if there's some sort of, like, oh, you know, Scorpio, like, we this, we that. Like, they're going to try, again, this is a mind game shit, Scorpio. They're going to try with this whole, like, we energy, right? And they are going to come in offering some sort of emotion, but it's not here to stay. Like I said, it's in and out. Like, just be very careful with this person. because it feels like they're gonna, like, the situation, like I said, is very stagnant. Like they want to hold on to you, but they don't want to actually give you anything solid. So the situation just remains unfulfilling. Okay, tell me about the Knight of Wands, please. We have the Ten of Swords here. Yeah, this person is like a difficult situation in your life. Like they're showing up as someone who causes a lot of confusion for you. We have the Moon and the Seven of Cups here, which is telling me that this person creates a lot of illusion around the situation. And I think that you're, like I said, you seem to be quite aware of this energy because you've put up a strong boundary here. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. Like there was never any closure. You made, sorry, the Knight of Swords. You made the closure. So yeah, this is someone who ghosted you, Scorpio. This is someone who, you know, you haven't been in contact with for a while. You definitely, you know, maybe you ghosted them. They, you know, maybe this is someone you used to just kind of go along with the situation. This is situationship energy for sure. And you have not reached out to this person for a while. So they're really wanting to come in and see if they can still get their foot in the door. Tell me about the Ten of Cups in reverse. The King of Wands. It's a power struggle here, Scorpio. You know, you may have been okay with this situation. A past version of you, Scorpio, may have been okay with them being in and out of the connection because, you know, maybe at some point it was physically fulfilling to you, or maybe it was exciting, or maybe it was satisfying to you in some way. But, you know, you're looking more for this emotional fulfillment now, and this person clearly cannot provide that for you. Give me 1 second, you guys. My cat wants out of the room. Okay, go. Watch your tail. Okay, tell me about this Five of Swords for Scorpio. Tell me about the Five of Swords, please. Somebody was definitely playing mind games with you. This feels like classic love bomber situation. Somebody may have told you, Scorpio, that, you know, you're their dream. You're my dream girl. You're my dream guy. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever they had to tell you at the time to get, you know, what they wanted from you. And you know, again, you may have fallen for it, and then you may have actually not fallen for it, Scorpio. Maybe you saw right through it, but again, at the time, I feel like maybe you were more open to this type of dynamic of someone being casually in and out of your life, whereas now you're looking for something more emotionally fulfilling. And this person, like I said, they just can't give you that. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. So, okay. So this person is seeing you as, you know, being someone who's looking for something is more realistic, that you've walked away, you've lost interest in them in the pursuit of something more realistic, something more stable. Okay, tell me about the Nine of Wands here for Scorpio. You know, you've grieved something here, Scorpio. You've definitely... again, for some of you guys that may have fallen for this player at some point, I do feel like, you know, you know, it was not that easy, but you've put up a boundary and you had to kind of go through a healing process with this, but you told yourself you're not going to allow this person to come back into your life now. Tell me about the Seven of Wands and their feelings. They're definitely not open to the energy of commitment here. And they see you as very closed off. Again, I do feel like they're going to try to come in and like under the guise of this emotional expression and wanting to offer you something, but there's nothing solid. Like there's no substance here. There's no substance here, Scorpio. So ultimately, I do feel like you're going to reject this person, and guess what? They are going to be sad about it. They're going to miss you. I'm sure they can go find someone else to fill the void. Because, I mean, this is clearly somebody who's got a roster energy. But like I said, with these, like, we already kind of have the clarifiers in these last two cards, so I'm not going to clarify them, but it's like their intention is to come back and act as if you guys are like so similar, or like you guys are like a team, and that there's like this false emotional expression, this like false stability that they're trying to offer you here. But it's breadcrumbing. It's breadcrumbing behavior. You know, essentially, they're going to remove, like, they want access to you when they want it on their terms, but then it's like they will remove your access to them. Meanwhile, they don't want to let you go, but like I said, they don't want to actually give you anything. So that's what I got. That's who's thinking about you. We have Aquarius here. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. That is the only sign that showed up for you. They remember every detail of that day. They hide who they really are from you. They want to feel that way again. The way that you made them feel on a specific day, okay? All right, next up is going to be Sagittarius. Let me get my time stamp here. Who is currently thinking about Sagittarius, please? Who is thinking about Sagittarius? Someone you're not speaking to. Tell me more. Someone you're not speaking to is really wanting to come in quite impulsively. We're getting a lot of this energy. You know, this kind of makes sense around the holiday season, especially if someone's feeling lonely. Somebody here could be feeling lonely. Sagittarius, sorry, I forgot to get your little sign out. What's the energy between you guys? You can see that you're in the energy of separation. Yeah, you literally, this is somebody that you walked away from, or somebody who walked away from you, who is suddenly wanting to reach out. It feels like they're coming in quite quick here. How do you see them, Sagittarius? You see them as someone, in the past, this person has ignored the truth. They could be an avoidant, okay? They could be an avoidant attachment style. How do they see you? They see you as being distant. You may be at a physical distance from this person, or you may just, like I said, you guys are not speaking right now. You're not on speaking terms with this person. So this could just be, you know, representing that distance between you guys. In your feelings, we have the Empress. I feel like, Sagittarius, you're very focused on your own energy right now. You're focused on your self-worth. And, you know, I feel like you since communicating with this person last, you've had a lot of time to grow and work on yourself and work on your, you know, your self-respect here. We have the Hanged Man in reverse for their feelings. So somebody's having like a sudden realization or an epiphany about you, Sagittarius. And it looks like somebody here's like seeing you from a new perspective or seeing you in a new light. Someone may have like seen this, you know, kind of new version of you who's like leveled up here, upgraded, and there's, like I said, they're seeing you in a new light. Some of you guys may have like changed your style recently, or like, you know, had a glow up or something. What's their intention? Yeah, they're very curious about you, Sagittarius. Someone wants to know how you're doing, what you're up to. There's definitely a bit of a desire energy here, and like a physical curiosity about, you know, what has changed. Like you've definitely like changed on the outside, and they're wanting to like know, you know, what has caused this change for you. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups in their next action. So it looks like someone's coming towards you with some sort of emotion. They are coming in being very receptive here. We do have the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which is, you know, telling me the like overall theme here of the reading is that, you know, somebody maybe just be coming in for a moment. Like the energy's fleeting here, especially with that Knight of Swords as well. It feels very fleeting. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles, please. Someone who was once cold towards you, Sagittarius, is suddenly feeling very warm feelings towards you. Oh, they may want a new beginning. Yeah, what did I say? Page of Wands on the bottom. Sorry, Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Someone's been watching you. Someone's been watching you change, watching you grow, watching you evolve. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Oh yeah, the Death card. So this is a situation where, like I said, you have been in separation. You may have ended or walked away. It looks like you two mutually decided to walk away from each other. But where there was an ending is like this person's wanting to go back here. They're wanting to go back. They're wanting to come back, rather, from this energy. Now, you appear to have undergone some sort of like transformation. And it's like they want to know more about that. Or like they've seen you in a new light. They're seeing this new version of you, Sagittarius. Tell me about the Eight of Cups, please. Yeah, there's the energy between you is silence. Due to like, you know, there could have been a very dramatic ending here. Like there could have been a like chaotic kind of ending between you and this person. Maybe there was like a massive fight, or like, you know, shit hit the fan, or something was exposed here and you just ended it and you never spoke again. And there wasn't a lot of closure in the connection. But this person, someone recently looked you up, Sagittarius. Somebody recently has looked you up. We got Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Pisces here. Okay, so this person, they are showing up, you know, again, you're seeing them as that in the past, they were an avoidant. They may have also changed now, Sagittarius, because the two, like these cards are in reverse. So it's telling you this is how you used to see them. You don't really know how you see them now because you don't really know this current version of them. I mean, this is someone like from a long time ago. I don't know like how long. I feel like you haven't spoken in minimum months, okay? Maybe longer than that. This may be a few years since you and this person have spoken. In fact, you've been actually like avoiding all communication from this person. But somebody's really wanting to like bridge the gap between you guys. Tell me about the Three of Wands, please. They're seeing you, okay, so you may have also been working on your money or like increased your income, or like you have much more financial stability now. Like there's much more abundance showing up in your life. So I'd also be mindful of that, Sagittarius, that like, you know, someone may just be coming back in because they see that you're doing really well. Again, they're not showing up as committal here, but they are seeing you as someone who appears to be commitment material. However, their energy is non-committal. But I also see that they're wondering, like part of them wondering how you're doing is them wondering if you're in a commitment now. You may have like announced a pregnancy or something online, Sagittarius. And someone here is wanting to know like, oh, whose baby are you having, or who's having your baby? You know, like there's really just like a curiosity here. Tell me about the Empress and your feelings. Yeah, you're very closed off to this person. Again, you've like undergone a lot of change. And you're not really interested in trying to restart anything with this person here. Tell me about the Hanged Man, please. They've seen you in a new light. So yeah, you've had a physical glow up, a financial glow up, a spiritual glow up here. You've just changed your whole damn life. That's why I feel like it's been a long time since you and this person have spoken, because like everything about you has changed, Sagittarius. But someone's like awfully curious. They may have not looked you. I don't think they've been watching you or spying on you constantly, but something about this time of year, maybe this is the time of year you broke up, maybe this is the time of year you got together, or there was like something special you guys did over the holidays, and this person's feeling lonely right now, and this is why they looked you up. They miss you. They feel like they missed out. Someone's definitely also having like a lot of regrets surrounding how things ended between you. They feel like it's a loss for them. They definitely are feeling like it's a major loss. Tell me about this Queen of Cups and their next action. They are coming towards you. Someone may be coming in with an apology, okay? They may want to make peace. I don't feel like they're trying to have a full-blown reconciliation or anything with you, Sagittarius. I just feel like they're really curious. They may be also going through their own transformational phase or their own period of growth. They may want to make amends. For some of you, this could be like somebody who, is, like I said, on their own healing journey. And maybe they're just wanting to make amends with people from their past. And you could be one of those people. But this one cut them really deep here to see how good you're doing. And the thing is, I actually feel like they're really happy for you with the Sun card. Like they saw how happy you are. Again, you could have like had a whole ass marriage and child since the last time you and this person spoke. This is someone from a long time ago, Sagittarius. But you're going to be surprised. You're going to be quite surprised to actually like hear from someone in your past here, okay? So that's what I've got for you. We got Leo, Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces here. Taurus and Libra as well. It's got a way, way past person thinking about you, Sagittarius. Oh, I forgot your hidden truth oracles. For Sag, please. They find you so attractive. They bury themselves in work to forget you. They watch your social media. I daydream about a life with you is on the bottom of the deck. Okay, next up is going to be Capricorn. Thank you to everybody who is hitting the like button, interacting with the video. Appreciate you guys. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Who is currently thinking about Capricorn? Somebody is overwhelmed. Somebody who's retreated at this moment, okay? I'm taking those. There's energy of retreat from someone here. They're definitely like overwhelmed and overthinking the connection. We have the Chariot. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Someone could be stuck at a crossroads, Capricorn. Somebody doesn't know which way to go when it comes to this connection between you and them. What's the overall energy between you guys? We have the 8 of Cups. Someone may be trying to decide whether they should walk away from something or not. Okay. How do you see them? You see them as the Lovers. Looks like someone's really torn over the situation between you. They're torn over their feelings, okay? Somebody doesn't know if they should move towards you or move away from you. How do they see you? You see them as the Lovers. So did I say that's how they see you, or that's how you see them? I don't know, but I put it on the side of how you see them. You see them as the Lovers. You could be aware of somebody trying to make a decision about you. You could be aware of somebody wanting to make a choice about you in this moment. How do they see you, Capricorn? Three of Swords. Someone's heartbroken over you. What is this? How do you feel, Capricorn? You feel powerless over this situation. How do they feel? Strong feelings here with the Ace of Cups. There seems to be some sort of interference in this connection, Capricorn. What's their intention? They want to clear the air. They want to cut through the illusion here. Somebody is like not sure what to do. Their next action is the Three of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. Okay, Capricorn. So what I'm seeing here is that, you know, there's this energy of someone being kind of stuck at a crossroads when it comes to you. They're definitely in this energy of like being overwhelmed by their thoughts right now and overthinking the situation. Now, both of you are like wondering if it feels like a timing issue for some of you guys. Okay, so it could be it's feeling like the timing is not aligned. Now, you see them as the Lovers, so you see them as like somebody who has to make a choice. But you also are seeing them as someone who, you know, has a lot, like you have a lot of potential for something to happen between you. They're seeing you as the Three of Swords. So they're seeing you as an interference, which is telling me that there could be somebody else involved here. In your feelings, we have the King of Wands, Capricorn, which is, you know, you feeling like you don't have a lot of say or a lot of control or like power in how this situation turns out. And then in their feelings, we have the Ace of Cups, which is telling me that they have strong emotional pull towards you. And they're really wanting to express their feelings, but they see you, you know, again, like one of you, like they see you as an interference. So they could be in a connection here, Capricorn. They could be in a connection. And although they want to express their feelings, they're kind of like holding everything in, right? Because they're at this crossroads. They're like, I don't know what to do. They're kind of going through all the different possible scenarios here. Now, with the Three of Pentacles being in their next action, sorry, you guys, I hear someone's freaking car alarm going off outside. With the Three of Pentacles in their next action, I feel like, you know, there's a possibility that you and someone are working on something together. So it's like you're in each other's lives. Maybe you work with this person, or you see them on a daily basis, or you see them like on a regular basis. But there's definitely this energy of like you guys having to be in each other's presence and in each other's energy. Okay, tell me about the Four of Swords, please. Why is this person so overwhelmed? Why is this person so overwhelmed? They feel a strong pull towards you. Sorry, you guys. So the interference could perhaps be, remember, a third party doesn't have to be another person. It could be work. It could be another situation, a family member. It could be other priorities or responsibilities. But someone, it doesn't know what to do. Like they're over analyzing. There's like Four of Swords, Seven of Cups. Like this person is really over analyzing this situation, and they're like essentially just going in circles in their head. And the reason why they can't make a decision here is because, you know, there's like the logic versus the emotional with the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. And there's like the logic versus the illogical, which is like the spiritual, which is this Judgment card here, which is there's something that doesn't make sense to them, right? There's something that doesn't make sense. It's causing them to feel this like magnetic pull towards you. But then, like, you know, logically or like out of obligation to something or someone, they may be unable to come towards you. Okay. They may view you, like I said, they view you as an interference. They could possibly be viewing you as a third party interference here. Okay. And this person's like taking this decision very seriously here. Tell me about the Chariot and them being at this crossroads. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of third party energy showing up here. So like I said, some of you guys could be like working on something with somebody. So there could be like, that could be the third party energy. But there's definitely this like strong pull. They may not use the word like divinely guided or like, but there's something here that feels like to this person that there's a higher purpose in this connection. And they just like are unable to make sense of this in their mind. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Cancer or a Sagittarius. Tell me about this Eight of Cups energy. Between you. Both of you are like, so this is interesting because it's like both of you are feeling like something's not the right time, but yet you're both feeling this strong magnetic pull towards one another, right? And your emotions, you feel like powerless here. Like you feel like, you know, this person is having such a strong impact on you, Capricorn. And they, trust me, they're feeling the same thing here, but they're having a really hard time trying to like figure out what the right decision is or what the next step is. Tell me about the Lover's card for your energy. There's some sort of element here, Capricorn, of fate, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune clarifying how you see them, right? And they, like, you know, they're seeing you as, like, their energy towards you is judgment. You're seeing them as fate, like a fated kind of energy that's come into your life here. But there's definitely, like, a lot of confusion. Again, you're, like, trying to make logical sense of this, Capricorn. I feel like both of you are. You're trying to make logical sense here of, like, again, the timing. Like, there's something very aligned about this, but then there's something that's feeling very out of alignment at the same time. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Why do they see you as an interference? They have to have a lot of self-control around you. What is this situation, Capricorn? We also have, they secretly watch you, Capricorn. They secretly watch you. Tell me about the King of Wands, please. So because you are, you know, feeling powerless, you're deciding that you essentially need to just slow down, right? Like you're not going to make a move while you feel this loss of control. You're not going to make a move when you feel like you can't, like you are going to very carefully plan your next steps here because you're like, I'm not going to make a move when I don't know what the outcome's going to be. Again, you're very like calculated here, Capricorn. Tell me about their feelings with the Ace of Cups. Like we know that they've got emotion towards you. Yeah, they're watching you again. And then like they're trying to figure out like what is going on here. They can't figure this out for the life of them. This could be someone who, you know, again, is very logical, Capricorn. So they don't understand like they may not, again, they wouldn't use words like divine alignment or divine timing or feeling this like this unexplainable pull towards you because like they've got feelings here and they're watching the shit out of you. Like this person is absolutely watching your every single move. Why the Seven of Cups, please? For their intention. They're not, you know, the thing is, it feels like they're not gonna do anything until they figure out this energy. Like, they don't know what to make of this. They can't even make sense of why they have feelings for you. They do want to move forward with the feelings, but again, they're like in this state of overanalyzing. You know, they also want to do the right thing here. It feels like morally, like this person has strong morals. Like if they're gonna move forward with you, that needs to be in the right way. So if there is a third party here, like they need to end it somewhere else before they're able to like move forward with you. But it's like they want to get clear, Capricorn, on this whole situation, on like what's going on here, you know? Because like they feel a strong like emotional pull towards you, but they may not be sure how you feel about them. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles for their next action. So if you guys are, like I said, you guys are like working together on something, you're not going to see any emotion coming from this person immediately. They're hiding it. They're hiding it. They're also like grieving something, or they're regretting something here. But they're gonna, if you guys are in some sort of group project, or like I said, you see this person at work on a regular basis, they may actually avoid you over this next week in order to, again, like get themselves clear. Like you may feel like they're not communicating as much, or, you know, maybe you don't see them as much, or they're keeping the conversation short. Like there's definitely something here about them, you know, holding back or like pulling back a little bit, but it's coming from a place of them trying to protect their energy while they figure things out. Okay, so that's what I have for you. We've got Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, and Cancer. Hidden truth for Capricorn, please. What is Capricorn's hidden truth? They look for you everywhere. They know that they messed everything up. They lost themselves for a little while. All right, Aquarius. Let me get your timestamp. Thank you to everybody hitting the like button. I'm sorry that it's a little bit dark now. It is actually getting quite dark outside. I feel like also it's maybe, yeah, my brightness on my phone was really down. Okay, so Aquarius. Let me get your timestamp. I'm going to do their sign at the end, like how the other sign feels as well. So stay tuned for that. Who's currently thinking about Aquarius, please? Who is currently thinking about Aquarius? Who is currently thinking about Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Who's thinking about Aquarius? The Ace of Cups. Could be possibly a new-ish connection here, but there's definitely someone who's got a crush on you or got feelings for you, Aquarius. Tell me more, please. Queen of Wands. Oh, they're very attracted to you as well. Someone could be like fantasizing about being with you physically, but there's also an emotional pull here towards you, Aquarius. What's the overall energy between you and this person? Someone could have a skin condition, Aquarius. Okay. We have the Five of Wands here. It's a bit of resistance energy showing up. Tell me, how do you see this person, Aquarius? You see them as being uncooperative? Okay, how do they see you? They're like seeing you as disappointed, or they're like missing you, or they're disappointed about the way something turned out here. Or they're feeling like a loss. Okay, how do you feel, Aquarius? King of Swords, how do they feel? The World in reverse. Oh, the Emperor in reverse. Okay, what's their intention towards Aquarius? The King of Cups, and what's their next action? The Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, very interesting spread here, Aquarius. And then we have the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. All right, so Aquarius, what I'm seeing here, Ace of Cups on the bottom of the clarifier deck. What I'm seeing here is somebody who's having strong feelings for you and a strong desire towards you as well. There does seem to be some sort of mutual resistance here in the connection. Like both of you seem to be fighting it for some reason. Now with the Three of Pentacles in reverse and how you see them, this is definitely like talking, like saying to me that, you know, there's a lack of cooperation here, or there's like a lack of teamwork, or there's like a lack of seeing eye to eye. Like there's something like that you're just seeing this person as being uncooperative. There could also be some sort of interference here regarding like, I mean, I'm not really seeing a major third party energy, but it could be like something to do with work or like a project or a collaboration of some kind. And in their energy towards you, they're definitely like feeling some sort of loss here. They could be feeling like some sort of regret. You need to clarify this to make sense of it, because like they may have said something that they regret, or they may regret not saying something, because there's definitely a sense of like, there's like, I feel like a heavy emotion in this reading. Now your feelings towards them, I see the King of Swords, which is telling me that you're really trying your hardest to balance the mental and the emotional pull that this connection has on you. And with the Four of Wands being like the overall theme here, I definitely see that there's like an energy of commitment could possibly be surrounding this connection as well. Or that there's like something about, you know, this connection that could, it brings stability into your life. But when I'm looking at this Five of Wands, I'm like, well, you guys are both showing resistance to this, which is actually creating a kind of an instability. And if you notice when I was shuffling the clarifier deck, the Knight of Wands came out, which is a very unstable energy as well. Now, with their feelings being the World and the Emperor in reverse, this is telling me that this person's feeling quite powerless at this time. But they also are feeling like you guys have unfinished business. And as I was shuffling, the Six of Cups came out. So you guys could have some sort of history, or there's some sort of unfinished business from the past here. In their intentions, we have the King of Cups, Queen of Wands popping out as well. I'm not taking any of these because I'm just shuffling the deck before I clarify. But it feels like this person is wanting to take some sort of emotional responsibility towards you. Now, with the Seven of Swords in reverse is what's interesting here in their next action, because this is like, I'm coming out of hiding. I don't want to sneak around anymore. I don't want to hide anything. I don't, like, this person may have lied to you about something, but I feel like that, like, they may confess something to you, or they may be like coming out of this energy of hiding something. Okay, so there's almost like this, there was like this energy of, I don't want to sneak around anymore. Okay, tell me about the Ace of Cups for Aquarius. Somebody's been somebody may be so this Seven of Swords in reverse actually may be somebody who has been, you know, having a lot of self-control, like holding back something, resisting. Again, there's that resistance in the Five of Wands. So there's this energy of like somebody who's been having a lot of self-control regarding their emotions and their desires, and that this self-control may be like, they may not be able to maintain this for much longer, Aquarius. They're feeling like emotionally weak for you, okay? They're trying to resist this, but it's getting very difficult for them to do this. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. They're feeling a strong pull towards you. Now, they definitely feel like you have like evolved, or you've gone through some sort of like major glow up or something here, Aquarius. Like there's a huge physical attraction. But I would definitely like say yes, the desire's there, the physical attraction, the sexual attraction is all there. But there's something about your, like, you are magnetic, Aquarius. Like you walk into a room and all eyes are on you, okay? And this person notices that. And they know that if like they feel this strong pull towards you, they know everybody else feels it too. But there's something more personal here with this. This person is losing the ability to, like, this Emperor in reverse and this Strength card in reverse is a major sign to me that this person's like, they've been very in control of themselves, but that is slipping. It's slipping. Damn, it's slipping, Aquarius. But it feels like something destined here with the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the Five of Wands, please. The World card. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This World card twice, Wheel of Fortune. There's definitely an element of destiny here. There's your card on the bottom of the deck. Something has pulled you two together, but you two are both resisting the energy. There definitely feels like with this world energy between you that there's like a feeling of completion when you guys are in each other's presence. You may complete each other's sentences, or, you know, you may be like thinking something and this person says it, or vice versa. And that can bring a pressure that leads to the act of resistance as well, okay? Tell me about the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Why do you see this person, King of Pentacles in reverse? You're about to see this person, if they've been, wow, Aquarius, this is so funny, because if this person is normally very grounded, very in control of themselves, you're about to see that side of them slipping. You're going to see that side of them slipping, okay? Because they're not going to be able to keep this composure much longer. You see them as uncooperative, but I feel like in the past, you've seen them as someone who's very grounded. They could be also leaving a connection. King of Pentacles tends to be like someone who's in a commitment, but in reverse could indicate someone who is either not in a stable or grounded commitment, or they're leaving a commitment, okay? Tell me about the Five of Cups. Why do they see you as the Five of Cups? Six of Wands. They're very impressed by you. They definitely recognize something in you now that they may have not seen in you before, Aquarius. So, like, I mean, something's shifting here. Something's changing in this connection. This person's gonna have a very hard time resisting you. I will tell you that. But, you know, like, they recognize something in you, either that they didn't see before or that they feel like is missing from their life. Or if this person is in a relationship, Aquarius, they see something in you that feels like it's missing from their current relationship. And that's why they're losing, like, they're feeling powerless. They're losing this self-control, right? They're losing this ability to feel grounded. You know, remember how I mentioned earlier, there could be a third party here. I mean, I don't see like major evidence of it, but there absolutely could be. So for some of you guys, if that resonates with you, Someone's realizing that where they thought they found stability, they may not exactly have what they thought. Okay. Tell me about the King of Swords in your feelings, because I see that you are trying to have stability here. Your feelings are also very unstable towards this person, okay? You're trying to bring balance, temperance, Queen of Cups. You feel a strong pull as well towards this person, but you're trying to detach, like, emotionally with this King of Swords. Is you're trying to keep things logical. You're trying to make it make sense logically. And you know, because the second you start to slip, like, you feel like there's moments you're going in and out of feeling unstable, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna make logical sense of this, and then you slip back into this lack of stability here. Okay. Damn, Aquarius. And like I said, with the Emperor and the World card, there's some element of you guys feeling like you have unfinished business here. And that this person is, like, losing control. But they also don't want you to, like, lose respect for them. There's something about them not wanting you to lose respect for them. Tell me about this King of Cups, please. The Magician. They're wanting to take some sort of inspired action towards you. But remember, this person, they're showing up as someone who's very emotionally intelligent. They want to do something in the right way. So again, remember I said at the beginning, like, there's this energy of them, like, they're not willing to sneak around or lie or be strategic. It's like they're coming out of this. They're wanting things to be very open and very clean and very, like, clear. Like, they want to go about doing something the right way. So tell me about that Seven of Swords. Their next action. Someone's upset over the past, Aquarius. This is so weird because they, again, somebody, I don't know, Aquarius, like, someone could be in a commitment here, but they're not willing to sneak around, but they do want to take action towards you. This person's all messed up over you. They're all messed up over you. They're definitely seeing you as, like, you know, somebody that they want to have stability with. This reading is insane. Somebody could be getting a divorce, Aquarius. So again, like, if somebody is in another situation, like, they could quite literally be ending something elsewhere to come towards you. We got Gemini here, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, strong fixed energy. We also have Aries, very strong fixed energy. So that would be the Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy. So you could be dealing with another fixed sign. Let's see their hidden truth for Aquarius. What is this person's hidden truth, please? For Aquarius, what is this person's hidden truth? I'm starting to understand our connection. I hide behind material things. I look for you everywhere. Okay. Damn, Aquarius. All right, next up is Pisces. This is going to be a 3-hour freaking live, you guys. Holy shit. I kind of like taking my time and going through the readings, like, slow. But I will admit, like, I don't know if I can do this all the time because it is quite exhausting to do a 3-hour live. But I will do it when I can. All right. Pisces. Thank you to everybody who likes the video, who interacts with the video, who comments on the video, hypes the video. I don't even know what that means, but I keep hearing people say it. But thank you. It's much appreciated. All right, who's thinking about Pisces? Who's thinking about Pisces, please? A Leo, possibly? Tell me more. A Sagittarius. You got strong fire energy showing up here. What's the overall energy between Pisces and this person? Both of you are overthinking a connection. It feels like very divinely guided connection, but the two people are trying to have lots of self-control over. I mean, we're seeing a little bit of a theme here today, Pisces, with this energy. Lots of people like resisting connections that seem to be brought into their life for some sort of purpose. How do you see this person, Pisces? The Five of Cups. How do they see you? The Six of Swords. How do you feel, Pisces? The Nine of Pentacles. How do they feel? The Tower. What's their intention towards Pisces? The Moon. And what's the outcome, or what's their next action? The Four of Wands. Okay, Pisces, damn. All right, and then you have the Sun card clarifying the reading, or on the bottom of the deck, sorry. Okay, so Pisces, you definitely, okay, we got Scorpio energy here, Cancer, Sagittarius, and Leo. Strong Leo energy specifically showing up for you. All right, so you have someone who has a lot of self-control here, Pisces. And this person, you know, they could be somebody who's very physically attractive, okay? They could be somebody who works out. There could be something like about this person's hair. They have like long hair or thick hair or luscious hair, or there's something that stands out about their hair, Pisces. Maybe they dye it an interesting color, or they have an interesting style. I don't know. They may like cats too. Okay, but they could be very feline-like in some way, whatever that means. Okay, so I definitely feel like, you know, someone's feeling a strong pull towards you here, Pisces. Somebody's feeling called towards you. However, they continue to maintain a level of self-control. And with the energy between you, we have the Four of Swords. So this is telling me that you're both very overwhelmed by the connection, and that you both are like possibly in this energy where you're trying to pull your energy back a little, or like retreat from this energy for now, okay? Your energy towards them, or like the way you see them, is the Five of Cups. So even though you've both retreated, you're feeling kind of sad, like you kind of miss this person. So this may be someone you were in more like constant communication with, and now, like, again, you guys have both kind of pulled back. You may be like sad that you have to pull back as well. And because you've pulled back so much, they are kind of wondering if you're moving on. With their energy, they're seeing you as the Six of Swords. They're like, is Pisces moving on from me? Like, what's going on? And your feelings, you feel like you have to, I wouldn't say detach, Pisces, but you feel like you have to become a little bit more independent of this connection. You could also like feel like this person is very independent, but there's something about you not wanting to become dependent on this connection, especially with this lack of like clarity here, because again, there's like this over analyzing energy. And then in their feelings, we have the Tower. I'm definitely going to need to clarify that to get more information, but connection is causing a lot of upheaval in their life, Pisces. So no matter how calm and composed they seem on the outside, there's like a lot of chaos under the surface here. Now, in their intention towards you, they're not really sure they're not really sure. With the moon card, you know, this is like no guarantee, right? This is like not being sure what their intention is towards you. They don't really know what they want because right now, like their emotions are so chaotic and they're like very emotionally charged with the tower that it's like in this moment, they don't know. However, I feel like they will, like, it's not like their intentions towards you are the moon and that they don't know what they want. So they're just like acting carelessly towards you. It's that they just literally are confused right now. So they don't really know like what to do about the situation. And then we have in their next action, the Four of Wands. So I see them like trying to become a little more grounded and stable from this tower energy, okay? And then with the Sun card on the bottom of the deck, you know, it's telling me that, you know, the overall theme of the reading is that you two are both essentially trying to find clarity in this connection, okay? So let's clarify. Tell me about the Strength card. Tell me about the Strength card for Pisces. Eight of Cups in reverse. Someone doesn't want to walk away from this. I don't know why. So again, both of you kind of retreated. And because you both pulled back a little bit, someone's like, actually, I don't want to walk away from Pisces. But again, it feels like maybe you guys just needed some space from each other. Or you maybe just like needed a little break because the energy here is very intense between you. Tell me about the Judgment card. So it feels like, you know, this person ultimately, they don't want to walk away from you, Pisces. Like they for sure don't want to walk away from this. Like there's no doubt about that. They don't want to walk away. However, they just don't really know what to do, again, because there's this like lack of stability in their energy right now towards you. I mean, there's something they don't understand about this connection, right? Because we got this Judgment card here, which means they feel this pull towards you. They feel this kind of like pull towards you that they don't understand. And they're not really sure like what to do about it. Like they're not really sure what to do. So for now, they're just kind of like retreating the energy. Tell me about the Four of Swords. The Empress. So I do feel like you both admire each other a lot. Like you both actually adore each other and you feel like you put each other, like you hold each other in very high regard. But again, like the energy, you just don't know what to do with it because you're both like extremely overwhelmed. So, you know, sometimes when people are overwhelmed, they tend to like just move away from something so that they avoid the feeling of overwhelm rather than facing it and, you know, sitting through the emotion, right? So it tends to be like emotionally avoidant energy. Tell me about the Five of Cups. Why do you see them as the Five of Cups, please? Ow, this card just like flew up and fucking stabbed me in the eye. And it's the devil! What the fuck? Jesus. Pisces, what the fuck was that? Literally, this corner of this card just hit me in the eyeball. Fuck, hold on, you guys. That really hurt. What the fuck was that? And it's the devil. Like, seriously, did that just actually happen? Be careful with this person, Pisces. All I'm going to say is that was a warning. What the heck? Oh my God. Ow, you guys. That really hurt. Jesus Christ. Fuck, hold on. Give me a second. Wow. Okay. You're feeling a strong attachment to this person, but Pisces, you don't trust them. You don't trust them. You don't trust them. Okay, there's something you don't trust. Oh my God, my eye. Fuck you guys. What the fuck? Wow. Yeah, I think that's a pretty damn clear sign here. I didn't see this reading like that, but I don't know. I mean, I can't see out of one eye right now, but you don't trust this person. You may be wondering, oh, damn. You may be wondering, Pisces, when they pull away, you're matching their energy, right? But there's something you see about this person that feels very manipulative. And it's funny because they do feel something for you, but okay, maybe that moon is not what I thought. You know, this reading, I'm actually seeing it totally different now. God damn that devil card. I really need to cleanse this deck after this reading, Pisces. Damn. Okay, well, at least I only got one sign left to do. So, you could be wondering if when this person pulls their energy back, they're going towards a third-party situation. They're wondering if you moved on. Now, you know, their life is in a lot of chaos here. You're upset, but you do see this person as someone who could be quite manipulative with that devil. Oh, in my eyeball. Okay, sorry, you guys. That just really fucking hurt. They see you as acting cold towards them, being detached, which I feel like you actually are trying to detach a bit, because remember, we got this Nine of Pentacles, which is telling me, like, you feel like you need to be more independent. You may have actually sensed that, Pisces, you were starting to become a little codependent on this connection, and you didn't want to, like, start in this pattern of, like, self-sabotaging. So this is why you've kind of pulled back and decided to keep your independence here. Now, you may be acting, you know, detached and cold towards them, but, you know, I do feel like you're picking up on some form of manipulation from this person. And I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but the more cards that come out, the more I see it, right? We have the Tower, the Moon, the Knight of Wands, the Devil, the Seven of... Like, come on. I can't really ignore it now, especially after that hit me in the eye. It's like, hey, you're not seeing this reading clearly. I'm like, okay, Spirit, you didn't have to blind me. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, they really said, hey, get out of freaking love land over here. Pisces already delusional. You're moving on, Pisces. Someone's really, like, upset about this. They don't want to walk away from you. But the thing is, this person, they're not going to be able to keep their composure much longer, because the thing is, I think in the past they felt like they had control over you and control over the situation, but they no longer do. Even if you don't see it, Pisces, internally, this person's crashing out. They're crashing the fuck out. Tell me about the Tower, please. They're going to keep their distance right now. This is someone who avoids their feelings. So when a really intense emotion comes along, they don't know how to emotionally regulate themselves. Tell me about the Moon. Oh my God, you guys, my eye. And their intention towards you. To act like they care, but it's an illusion. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Hey, and the Magician. Okay, that's it. The Magician came out in reverse. This person is absolutely trying to manipulate you, Pisces. I would not trust a freaking word that they say. Michelle, I missed your comment. I just stood up. I would not trust a word that this person says. Not a single word, Pisces. Whatever they're doing, whatever energy they're coming towards you with, it's not genuine. And it's not real. Hey, 100 likes already. Amazing. Thank you, guys. Well, that's what I got, Pisces. Thanks for blinding me. We got Gemini here, Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, strong Cancer, strong Leo. You guys, I literally think I need to go, like, I don't even know. Do I put ice on my eye? Like, I gotta go ask ChatGPT what to do about this, because that was, like, really fucked up. I feel like I got a paper cut in my eye. Okay, hidden truth for Pisces. And then we're gonna do the other sign. They regret lying to you. That's what they might tell you, but they don't, because they're showing up as very manipulative. Okay? They do love you. I don't believe that I can be myself with you. I don't believe any of this shit that they're saying. I feel like that's all part of the game, Pisces. It's all part of the manipulation. Damn. All right, you guys, let's do the other sign. But before I write the timestamp, let me give these a good shuffle. My eye, I swear. At least I got 2 phone calls during the live. All right, let me get these a good shuffle. Couple more. Thank you to everybody who hits the like button, hypes the video. Thank you to all the comments, even though I can't see most of them, but I will see them after. Okay, let me get the timestamp for this. Maybe 3:02. 3 hours we did, you guys? Holy shit. Holy shit. All right, so if you're dealing with an Aries, how does Aries feel? The Tower, damn. The Aries, they're about to get exposed here. Or there's something being exposed about this Aries. They're for sure like not being honest with you about something, but I feel like you're about to find out what it is. There's a Taurus that likes you. They act innocent, but they're freaky. This Taurus acts innocent, but if you sleep with this person, you're going to be like, I had no idea you were into that. The Gemini is very impressed by you. They see a lot of potential for the connection, and they feel very emotionally fulfilled. The Cancer, there's a third party. They're married, but they may not be happy in their relationship. The Leo's impulsive. I do feel like there's also third-party energy with the Leo. For some of you guys, there's somebody who's your friend here that is coming after you. Like they're heavily wanting to pursue you. The Virgo cares a lot about you. There's a Virgo from your past who cares about you and wants to reconcile. The Libra wants a commitment with you, but they're hesitating. The Scorpio, they're detaching from you because they're giving to another situation. The Sagittarius is moving on. They're trying to move on, but they still have feelings for you. The Capricorn feels a sense of like fate between you two, and it's becoming more clear to them. It's over with the Aquarius, but they're still curious about you. And the Pisces is ending a commitment. So I'm not sure if they're ending a commitment with you or they're ending a commitment with someone else, but there's some sort of commitment ending. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off because my freaking eyeball is stinging. And thank you to everybody who is here today. Thank you guys once again for liking. Welcome to any new subscribers. We try to hit 10K as soon as possible. I really wanted it by the end of the year, but if you're a watcher and you don't subscribe, please subscribe. Help me get to that goal. And I hope you guys all have an amazing holidays, and I will see you next time. Bye.